Hey guys, how are you all doing tonight?
Hello, Christopher. I'm doing great. Greg, Eric,
Doing great.
good to see you guys.
Yeah, doing good.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, so our names are kind of cut off on here. I might have to edit that afterwards, but we below me we have George, who was on last time talking about shedding games, and I talked about one I probably shouldn't have talked about. Eric, who has been on the audio version of the podcast, and Greg below him, who has also been on the audio version of the podcast. We're going to do some more this year. George is getting ready to go off to Ireland and abandon us, as we might have time to play some games. But did you guys all have a good weekend?
Yeah, we had some
You
fun.
guys had a better weekend than I did.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here in silence and let you guys make me mad with all your stories of Origins while I was stuck at the house. Who wants to go first on Origins?
Yeah, the rest of us, that's where we were.
3 of the 4 of us went to Origins.
Yeah.
I was the only one who had all of my days to myself and wasn't working, so that was nice. But it was an abbreviated Origins for myself. I was only there for 2 days. Christopher, you were there the whole time, right?
I was there from. I was just making somebody look a little better here in the picture. So yes, I was there the whole time from Tuesday on, and I got to play a lot of different games. Not as many though. I always. Do you guys have this problem when you go anywhere, whether it's a con or a retreat or something, that like you are the meme of like taking way too many games, like you know what I'm talking about. The whole meme of like you show up and you have this giant stack of things and you only get to play like the 2 things. Yeah,
That's me every time.
Dragging behind you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I say that, but actually this time I didn't bring any games except one little bag. But my car was full. I was ready. I just didn't run back to the car to get them because I was so busy with the educator conference this time, which I hadn't done before. And I have to say it was really good.
Nice.
I'm impressed.
I'm
Good job,
interested
Origin.
to hear how that educator conference went.
Yeah, it was nice. It wasn't overcrowded, so everyone got a lot of individual time to ask questions and get some information. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to maybe trying some ideas for storytelling games this year.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I was happy you played a game I have coming out and you liked it. So that's awesome.
I liked it so much. Should I talk about it?
Well, let's save it for later on, because maybe we'll actually do one just about storytelling games. I'd like you guys to take the lead at some point this year on an episode of things that you want to talk about. So these are going to be very different episodes, obviously. Yeah, because we were talking about before we got started how we each have different tastes in games, but we all come together to play games. So yeah, let's save that for storytelling games. So I am trying to fix Eric here real quick just to make sure, because I'm things changed after I added BGG here in the middle. There we go. All right, and everybody's good.
Others have tried and failed.
Yeah. Well, I'm just talking about the box around your face. So okay. We're going to jump right into city games, though. Glad you guys had fun playing some games. I'm just going to get into the city games. This could be games that are about building a city or with the city in their name, as long as it's specifically about cities, which means that Castles of Burgundy doesn't count. Because it's about a region.
Eric just walked out.
Yep. It's about a region and not a city specifically, although there are cities in it. So you could have, as long as specifically about making a city or building a city or destroying a city or whatever, you can have that and your picks for tonight. And the first one we're going to do for tonight is George's game, which is generically... Right? No. I played this game once. This is
it's genuinely called Pueblo.
Right. But is it named after like a pueblo, like a single pueblo, or is it named after the city Pueblo?
I don't have the answer, so I'm going to say it's named after the city, and therefore it counts for this list.
Okay.
But yeah, as far as like a generic Pueblo town, it could be one of many, and you're building a Pueblo in the game itself out of these really cool 3D blocks, and they all are the same shape, but they fit together in a very specific way. However, out of these blocks, there's like, I don't know, 150. I don't know. I'm not a mathematician. There's
Uh-huh.
probably way more. There's a whole lot of configurations of how these blocks can be with each other and then placed, on the board in all these different places. So it's probably thousands, let's just say. Anyway,
is it an abstract game
it is an
or
abstract game. It is an
okay?
abstract, which is a
Yeah.
bit unusual for me to choose. But I've realized that I don't really like city games. So
Oh, okay, interesting. Oh,
because so many
looks
of
like
them
George
are
just walked out
and-
also.
so many of them are like Euros and heavy Euros, and that's just
Oh,
not.
that's my jam.
I know you
Now
guys
we're
are gonna
talking.
have a lot to talk about. I don't have that much. So I went with the abstract Pueblo, which is a game in which you're putting down these tiles that could be your color or a neutral color, and you want to make it so that the neutral color is what's facing the outside of the board, and you want your color to be what's facing the top side of the board, because that's how you're going to score. You're going to score positive points by your color being on the top, seen from above. But there's this chieftain who walks around the perimeter, and they can move 1, 2, 3, or 4 spaces, the player's choice. And where they stop, what they can see, the colors of players get negative points. They're a jerk. They
Oh, no.
they want you to build this house for them or this city, but they don't want to be able to see any markings of your craftsmanship whatsoever. You've got to like
Uh,
really conform. I guess that's the
Can
problem.
can you affect other people's pieces on this in this game?
No, but
Move others'
you can move the chieftain to where he looks right at their stuff.
Oh, okay, okay.
So,
Wow.
but you can affect them by covering them up. You can't affect them by revealing them. It's really up to the player to put themselves in a jam, and then you just
Okay.
exploit it. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
didn't.
it's very fun.
Yeah, I've played this game
Now,
before.
before you
Go ahead. What were you gonna say? Yeah.
I was going to say, if anybody didn't know, George, you have some of the most obscure games I've seen in anybody's collection, and some of these, most of the games you have, I haven't heard of. So I'm like trying to figure out on some of these games you explained. They're some of the most obscure and out there imports or something else like that. So
Yeah, I do
is
tend to
this
like
one of
that.
those games? Is this
No,
No,
this
no,
is
no,
the
no.
most. No, this is the most easily obtainable on my entire list
Okay.
today.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I was just gonna say, because this is a Kramer and Kiesling, and I was thinking about buying the Ravensburger version of it that you can find used a lot of times. The game's been out for like over 20 years. I was thinking about that a while ago, but Playtay came out.
It's a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. It really is. Playtay came out with a magnetic folding box version of this that has much smaller little wooden cubes and everything else. So like you can play the whole game in about I don't
Nice.
know. I need my ruler here.
It's like half the size, but yeah, I like the big size. I like the
You
big,
like the big size?
chunky plastic. Yeah.
I'd say like
And the colors. I like the colors of the original.
well, it has the same colors. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's like 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters is the play area on the new one, which I like. I like a little abstract game like that. Yeah.
Yeah. You can make the game
Oh, it looks like
harder.
this is an older game, 2002.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I'm looking at the right one. You are a master builder. Cleverly disguise your colored stones within your village. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Tuck them away.
Yeah.
Make it so the chieftain doesn't see them, and you can make it so much harder on the players by putting these graveyard pieces out. I think in the later versions they called them like decorations or something, but no, they're
Okay.
graveyard, and
Okay.
then you can't build on top of those spots. So it
Oh.
limits your options, and now the prime areas are going to be much more contested. Yeah, it's a good game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks neat. I like the
And it plays
aesthetics of it.
fast, and it's family friendly. Like anybody can play this. So
Yep.
it's not like one of these heavy city things where you have to count money and agonize for hours.
All right, we're gonna jump over to Eric for his favorite now, because he's been, I know, waiting.
Eric, where you at?
First, I want to
There he
know.
is.
I want to know that if the Pueblo, George, if you think it appeals to you so much because the bright color building blocks that take you back to like your elementary school days as a child playing with blocks and
Yeah, and clay. I wanna
yeah.
live in a clay house. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it does.
I don't.
Brings out the when you say the word Pueblo and the description of it, you can imagine the aesthetics of this one because it has the sand tones and all that. So yeah,
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evocative.
I like
Yes, very
I
much.
like the new artwork on the cover though too. So anyway,
Cool.
yeah, nice
All right,
pick.
so
Yeah.
my favorite city game is going to go left of probably most of everyone. Like George mentioned at the beginning, most city games are these Euros, on the think year side, and I certainly had a lot of those on my initial list. The issue is with a lot of those heavier Euro games, I don't have the opportunity to play them as often as I would like,
Mm.
so they were not included. So I'm thinking of what
Mm.
game with the city in the title, have I played more than any other city game?
Mhm.
And that would be the King of Tokyo.
Oh,
I've played
King.
it
Okay.
a lot.
I like
okay.
it.
It is.
I gotta bring it up. Okay. I mean, I know the game, but we gotta show everybody because, yeah.
I think everyone probably watching probably knows this game, right? This is pretty ubiquitous in the hobby.
Yeah,
No,
like,
no, no,
I
no,
probably
no, not
played it
necessarily,
before.
because sometimes I get people that show up and just are, they're new. You have to be careful of that assumption that people know these things. I've shown King of Tokyo to people at cons before that it was their first time playing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Well, if you don't
And
know it, you should, because it's great.
yeah,
it is. It's great. It still hits, I think. At board game shops, I still see fathers introducing it to their kids as they're getting into games, and it's a hit. And
Yeah.
actually, this summer they're coming out with a new Godzilla version where it's the Godzilla and three other the kaiju. Plays the same. There's a little bit of a different mechanic in it, but plays the same. So basically,
Okay.
King of Tokyo, if you haven't
Listen up.
played, it's Yahtzee with kaiju monsters, right?
Yeah.
You're rolling dice trying to get either sets of numbers of 3 1s, 3 2s, or 3 3s to get stars. That's one of the victory conditions is 20 stars, or you're attacking the other monsters and bringing their health down to 0. That's the other victory condition is last monster standing. It is pretty light, right? I mean, if you can play Yahtzee, you can play King of Tokyo. Pretty light, and
Yeah.
it's a dice chucker. Who doesn't like throwing dice? Especially the
Yeah.
King of Tokyo dice. They're a little bit bigger. They're a little larger than most
Yeah.
dice there
It's a
are.
good
So
feeling.
yeah, real
I
chunky.
mean, it doesn't look like they're stopping anytime soon, like you said, with the Godzilla
Right.
version coming out. If it's not broke, you don't need to fix it. And King of Tokyo, it's been around for so long for a reason. Like
yeah,
you said, most everybody knows Yahtzee. If you know Uno or any type of the mass market, most people have heard of Yahtzee. So this
Yeah.
wouldn't be hard to actually get started in if you're new to gaming. King of Tokyo, and yeah, like you said,
yeah.
it's a classic.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
this something that is coming out like with the Godzilla version to coincide with the new Godzilla film, the Godzilla
Mhm.
-0 that's coming?
I don't know. I've seen it. It looks cool. The art style is a little bit different than the more cartoony King of Tokyo style. It looks more almost
Yeah.
like pulp comic
Cinematic.
book.
Well,
No, it's almost more like pulp comic book, like older
Okay.
style comic book art.
That sounds cool.
did you ever
But
play
yeah.
the Dark Edition?
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna.
Yeah.
Like King of Tokyo. I played the base game.
Yeah,
I like adding so to King of Tokyo. The base game anyone can play, but there are these a lot of mini expansions that you can add that really give the game a little bit. I mean, it's never going to be a heavy strategy game, but it gives a little bit more depth. My favorite of them is the Even More Wicked expansion that
Mhm.
adds a track that you can move up, and there are 3 spaces along the track that give you these power up cards that you can, like, the first person to make it to that first location gets the pick of the cards there, and it is a permanent power through the rest of the game that can be pretty not game breaking, but game altering for sure. And the way you move up the track is if you roll 3 ones to get, which would normally give you 1 star, it moves you up 2 places on that track, so you can get to those power up cards faster. If you roll 3 twos, you move up 1 space, and that's the only way to move up and get those cards. There's also the power up expansion, which has evolution cards, which give you have a one to start with. It's either a permanent ability or a one-time ability, and then as you roll maybe 4, I think it's 4 of a kinds, you can pick another one to use. I like those two the most. The Cthulhu monster pack is kind of nice. It adds cultists cards that you can use, and the
That makes
Anubis
sense.
And these are,
one
sorry to stop you,
is
but
good
are
also.
these all
Yeah.
like cross compatible with
Yeah.
all these?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so you got King of Tokyo, then the Halloween edition you can mix in. So
That
I
was
have
my favorite one, I have to say. The costumes. So you have these gigantic kaiju monsters, but they're also dressed like a scarecrow.
Yeah. So,
Like,
well,
wait, what?
but that's the difference between all these ones that you're talking about. Is the Dark Edition is a full game. It's not just the expansion. Yeah. Yeah.
If you're looking to get King of Tokyo though, just buy the monster box.
Yeah.
It has the Halloween and the Dark Edition kind of mixed in. You get, I mean, the monster packs. It comes with more monsters to use.
It has the Dark Edition mixed in because that was Godzilla.
Yeah. It's dark and Halloween, I believe, is what's in the monster box.
Okay.
And then some of the micro expansions they give you, like the Cthulhu comes with the Cthulhu to use. But the great thing about King of Tokyo, it doesn't matter what. It's just a standee. They all have the same health to start, 10 health, and they all try to get to 20 stars. So it's the art on the little dial, and the art on the standee. But there is Godzilla
and can we
in
just
that,
say,
but they're actually
but no. So
Godzilla.
the Dark Edition came out, I don't know, 2018, 2019, somewhere in there. It was Godzilla on the front of the box, and it wasn't the cartoony looking Godzilla, and like all the art was Godzilla focused. And I don't think it's in the monster box at all. That stuff.
I'll have to check.
I've got it pulled up right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
well,
So
while we're talking about the art, though, let's just say the art of the original. I don't know about these expansions, but the art of the original is this fantastic cartoony, like kind of saturated French, like seasons style kind of art. I love it.
Yeah, all kinds of crazy monsters to use. But and I don't know, Chris, if you want to pull up the new Godzilla version that's coming. The art on that very different, but it looks really good too. So I'm considering if I want to buy that and throw that into my monster box as well, because it does have an extra. There are like event cards that come out that affect all monsters. So my guess is you could use that with the base King of Tokyo as well.
Yeah, this is that art is, and I have it pulled up for people, but it is very similar to the art that was used on the oh goodness sakes, the group that was working with Funko before they got disbanded. It's very similar to the art that was on
Prospero Hall.
Yeah, Prospero Hall art for that King of Tokyo game. Yeah. Except for the map. The map has a nice look to it. So that's King of Tokyo. We have to give props to Richard Garfield, another classic game designer of Magic the Gathering 2 and King of Tokyo, among other things. So, all right, that is Eric.
Definitely not a city builder, though.
It's not a city builder. No, not a city builder. Just about a city in general. Yeah, Tokyo. Okay. Kind of. But you can also destroy New York if you like. All right, Greg, you are up. How deep are we going to go now?
Oh, all right. So, my top city game, just a little preamble before we get too far into it, is I love city games in general, so I was very excited to talk about this topic.
So he's judging on you guys very hard right now.
He's so disappointed.
Absolutely, because there's only one real city game, and that's anything that actually has theme and thematics in it. Euro games, King of Tokyo's there, but Pueblo, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. But the one that first came to mind, number one, because it's underrated in my opinion, so I wanted to highlight it. Amalfi Renaissance. This
Okay.
is a Euro style game. It came out in 2023.
Yeah.
Designed by Takeo Yamada. Um, yeah, so what I love about this game, well, let's back up a little bit. The theme of it is you're running um, merchant trade routes like every other Euro game, it seems like,
Great.
around the Amalfi coast of Italy. And this is set during the Renaissance period. And what's interesting about the game is that the workers, which are sailboats, not only count as your workers, but you're also using them as your resources. So you have decisions to make in this game to either put this sailboat out and do an action with it, or if you do the action that gains you resources, you're actually going to take some of those workers and put them on some resource slots, and they're going to effectively, thematically, be carrying your resources within the game. Yeah. So as far as a city game, I really do enjoy this one for sure. Have you guys had a chance to play this before?
Yeah, it's great. It's a really good game. Yeah.
Not at all. No.
No,
No.
I have not.
It is one of those where I already own too many games, and I always had a chance to play it when I wanted to play it, so I didn't buy it. So that's the only reason. Yeah. Yeah.
And the art on it's beautiful also.
Yeah.
So
The city looks beautiful in southern Italy. Yeah, I would go there.
yeah. So you have all these cards in this game that are all different, and they're all essentially patrons or famous personalities and people during the Renaissance period. And then you get to put some actions or put your workers out for an action to pick up destinations that give you your own actions in the game. So that's another pretty cool part is the actual worker placement spots. You can essentially purchase your own with those resources. And then they have these lighthouses in the game that if somebody else goes to a worker placement spot with your lighthouse, you get that benefit also, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at pictures, the player boards are gorgeous. Like even like the main board looks good, but the player boards look really good too. I'm about to check this one out, Greg.
Yeah, I'll be happy to set it up on the table anytime. Definitely one of my tops, or if not my very top, actually city game. And you'll see a trend here in my picks, but we'll just stop there. Amalfi Renaissance.
And so
Okay.
this was a re-implementation of Amalfi, which came out from Uchipakoya. So same designer. A lot of people know Uchipakoya now because, of course, the big Sweetlands and
Ostia.
and Ostia campaigns that have gone on. So they definitely made people think, oh, these type of games can come out of Japan too, because a lot of Japanese games, for a while were people were thinking, oh, it's just small card games, but
It's all trick takers.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep. So yeah, that's a good one. Amalfi Renaissance. I mean, they've all been good.
It's on, it's on Board Game Arena also, so we can fire up a game anytime and we can learn it on there if you guys want.
All right, we'll make a plan. I'm hoping your trend for games is lighthouses. We'll see.
Okay, well, we'll see if anybody has. I'm surprised nobody has mine on their list. Mine is Foundations of Rome, because this was one of my top 5 games when it came out, and it. I've taught it a lot at conventions and other places. Of course, there is the re-implementation now. I don't like it as much because it's not as Foundations of Metropolis, but I don't think it is as fun to play because of the toyetic thing that you get to do with Foundations of Rome, of like actually putting out all your buildings. And then I like to include the monuments too. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the one with a giant box with all the little cities.
And you don't have to buy it if you see me at a con. And well, here's the problem sometimes is
You're
sometimes
gonna carry it around.
I will. I did. I like put this in my backpack and carried it around. In the future, if I'm coming to a con and I'm working, let me know that you want me to bring it and I will bring it. A lot of cons have it in their library now though too, which is the nice thing. So it is one I could teach you. I would love to play with you. I think it's just a lot of fun, to bid for your plots and do that whole thing. So that's mine. Foundations
I'll
of
give
Rome.
it a try. I'll try it for the toy factor alone.
Yeah, and
Played
it's
it, I think, 2 times, and every time I've played it, I've enjoyed it. But it's always been that, is the weight of it worth the cost of it? But it is a great game. All
Wait,
the
wait,
big
wait.
buildings and
Do you mean the weight is heavy or light?
The physical
Yeah.
weight, yeah.
Oh, the
It's
physical
such a big box.
Oh, the physical weight.
no, the weight of the game. It's actually a pretty light game from
Ooh,
what
I
I
like it
remember.
even better.
Yeah, you can learn it
Yeah.
very quickly. It's a 2.0 on BGG as far as what they have it as on there. So, and I would tend to agree with that. It's very easy to learn, but part of the reason it's very easy to learn is they did a fantastic job on presentation. The player aids are very good.
Yeah.
So
I have the Foundations of Metropolis version, and plays exactly the same. Only they have not released the expansions that Rome has that adds to Foundations of Rome.
And that's
Oh,
part of what I
gotcha.
like is that, once somebody gets it, a lot of times they'll be like, can we play again? And, because we might play vanilla without any expansions in it. And then you throw the expansion stuff in and it makes it just a little bit more, which is nice. So
Who designed? Hate to put you on the spot.
Emerson
but-
Matsuki.
Okay.
Yep. He is the designer of, since I'm doing this, Century, which is a great game. Like Golem Edition is the one I have, and Reef I think is also a great abstract game if we're going into that. What else did he do? He was supposed to do the video game for Metal Gear Solid. Did that ever? It did come out. Okay, all right. I want to play
it did.
that. And because that was years and years and years. People. So yeah. Anyway, our next category for city games is, and we're gonna go back to George here, and because
Super quick.
Yeah,
I have
what-
a question for you.
Yeah.
Is Foundations of Metropolis, is that like Batman universe or something?
No.
Okay,
It's just
I'm gonna keep
just
this
the title
really,
of it.
really brief because the original idea was there was going to be a scaled down version of Foundations of Rome with like Foundations of Paris and Foundations of London and Foundations of Berlin and all these other ones. And they were going to do smaller minis and all this, or at least have cardboard with, things that made each one of the games. And then they realized that was going to take a whole lot and interest was starting to wane. And so they moved on to other things. And so it was just Foundations of Metropolis, which kind of made me sad because I was looking forward to having all these different cities in a different version. But
Foundations of Springfield, Illinois.
no, we don't need that one.
I mean,
I used to live in
I
Illinois.
think maybe they should have started maybe with something something smaller to get more people hooked on it. I think the price point might have hurt them a little bit on the original one, and then grab the people in and then throw out the Rome on them.
I don't know. It was hugely successful. There were 2 Kickstarters, and they raised a lot of money. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to
Good, Chris.
city games that you are not sure about. That's what we're going to move to right now. So
Okay.
George.
All right, so this is a city game that I'm not sure about, but it's actually my more favoriter, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, more favorite.
Frankly, my more
Okay.
favorite game. Yeah, and but I'm still not sure about it. But not for the reason that it's not a good game. It's a fantastic game, and it's called Mord im Arosa.
Spell that first one for me. I don't think I played this.
MORD
Okay.
space IM space AROSA. So the town is Arosa.
Yeah.
And
I've
there's a murder.
yeah.
There's a murder in Arosa in the hotel, and so in the game you take cubes and you drop them into the top of this tower that you build, and you're listening to know which floor they land on. 2 of them are victims, and then you drop in your cubes, and then you try to find where the victims are, and then you put them onto this board that shows the different levels of the hotel. But then once you know where they are, then you keep playing the game, dropping in your cubes, and on your turn, you can either say, okay, I'm accusing any number of players, right? You pick as many as you want, and you say I'm going to accuse blue and yellow, and I think they were on level 5, and then you reveal level 5. If there's blue and yellow there, then you have successfully incriminated, like caught suspicion on them, and they go onto the board as suspicion cubes. And and if you, or you could say, I'm going to give myself an alibi for level 7, and if you were on level 7, you get to take those cubes out of the tower because you have given your alibi for where you were at that time. It's so fun, it's so funny. I love this game, Mord Imarosa. And the reason I'm unsure of it is I have never tried playing this game with any of my deaf board game friends for obvious reasons, but I'm thinking, what if you played it where like you like held on to the tower as things were being dropped in, right? And you made it where you felt the vibration. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. So I'm unsure. But man, what a game.
I mean, I think it's worth a try. Yeah. Looking at pictures of it, it does look fun. The big tower.
Yeah, it looks like I think George. This is great.
This is a George game.
It's such a George game. George doesn't want to play games. George wants to play with blocks, nesting blocks.
Oh no, you found me out. I don't like games.
Yeah. All right, what do you got, Eric? This is a good pick. All right, what do you got? So the not sure category can mean anything you want it to mean. Yeah. So what do you have? Is this the one that you were afraid about us judging you for your pick?
No, that was King of Tokyo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This game I am not sure about. We played a friend's copy. The friends I played with were not sure about it.
Okay.
We laughed a lot. We're not sure if it's a good game, but we laughed a lot when we played.
Okay.
And it is Noli. Noli is a town in the Italian Riviera. So
how do you spell it?
Another Noli. When you look at it,
this one.
It looks like this beige, dry euro.
Did you get this for like $6?
My friend did. Yes.
Yeah.
It's worth every bit of the $6.
Okay.
Yeah, it already sounds worth it.
Yeah.
You laughed a lot.
So it looks dry, right? It looks. I mean, if you look at the artwork, look at the cover, it looks, like any other, trading in the Mediterranean type game. The surprise is how much luck is in the game, and the big surprise is when it comes to the every round, the real-time dice rolling portion of the round. It is very odd. It starts off with
these illustrations are getting me.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the player board, and it has like some ancient Rome, and then just some dude from Baywatch.
Yeah, that's the one that's getting me. The guy, yeah. So go ahead, Eric.
Basically, it's kind of played in two halves. The first half of the round is a blind auction for actions. There's 4 different actions you can do, and you've got your coins, and you put them behind your screen, bidding on what actions you want to do, and only the highest bidder gets to do each action. One thing I'm not sure about, again on the not sure category, is everyone loses their bids. Whether you win or lot, you lose the money. It's very punishing.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And when we played, I think I got outbid by 1 coin almost every round.
That's painful. Yeah.
That we were playing. But it's nice though, because sometimes you can put just 1 coin on an action if you think other people aren't going to go for it, and you can get it for 1 coin.
Yeah.
So you bid for the actions, then you reveal, you pay, and they do the actions, and then comes time for the regatta, which is a real-time dice rolling. You're just rolling these wooden dice, trying to get these I think blue buoys on there, and it's just it adds this level of craziness to this game that I did not expect looking at the cover.
I'm more interested.
Of course you are. Yeah.
I'm surprised this isn't George's game, to be honest.
Yeah. I like this choice. That's a great choice.
Maybe the most surprising is it came out in 2022. When you look at that cover, it does not look like a 2022 game.
I don't mind the cover. I don't mind that. Yeah.
The cover does not give an idea of what the game is, though.
We are competing to do our rowing team. My rowing team is better than your rowing team, but my other part of my quadruplets are on the other rowing teams.
That
It
cover
is, that's-
does make you think it's going to be a game with like tracks and
Yeah.
like incremental, 6-step
Yeah.
process of putting a boat
And-
together or something.
The best part is, you've got the luck of the real time dice rolling portion. The winner gets, there's three different, I believe it's 3 different stacks of cards. The winner gets to just draw a card off the first stack, which generally give better rewards, but again, it's kind of luck of the draw. And then the next finisher gets the next draw, and then the last player gets the last draw, etc.
Okay.
So there's luck in the rolls. There's a lot of luck in the what your top decking off that. So half the game does not feel like the other half of the game each round. So that's why I don't know about that. I'm not sure
on
about
Amazon
that
right now. So
$9. There you go.
if that sounds enjoyable to you, it's worth every cent of $9.
I'm happy to play your game and help you decide if you really like it or not.
All right, Greg, what do you got after Noli?
All right, up next. Next game I am unsure about. I think I'm going to like it, but I've only played it solo, but I'm dying to get it to the table. This is a recent Kickstarter, so yeah, there's some recency bias in here. I think I showed you this game, but it is Baghdad.
Oh yeah.
The City of Peace by Alley Cat Games. So I guess they did a Kickstarter or something on this, and then they decided to pull the retail for some reason.
There were some issues
came
with
in-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple months ago. And like I said, I've only played it a couple times just to get to feel the game, the solo mode on it. But yeah, obviously it takes in the ancient city of Baghdad. I think it's during like the Abbasid Empire or something like that. But what intrigued me was the designers on it are Fabio Lobiano
Yep.
and Nestor Mangone. So
Mhm.
obviously they're renowned. I loved Shackleton Base
Mhm.
recently. But yeah, the
And they made.
artwork, everything's
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they made it at least one, if not two, of the Osprey City games too. So that they've done some different city games for sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
It really
Merv and-
really pops. The art, like it's not beige. Thank goodness it's not beige.
game, but the art is beautiful. And I guess Baghdad was known to be like a round city historically, so the board is kind of a giant rondel of worker placement actions, and all these tiles come out, and essentially those tiles are going to depict the action you're going to take, and you're going to do Euro-y things. You're getting resources. You're getting these scrolls or books to get knowledge. Another cool thing is at the end of every turn, you automatically get a card, and all these cards have symbols on them, and kind of like I don't want to compare it too much to Arc Nova, but kind of how your cards flow in Arc Nova, these are being pushed to the edge, and then as soon as one of the cards come off the edge, you get a little benefit if you meet the requirements of it, and then the icons on the card allow you to do a strength of an action for how many of those symbols you have. So you're just trying to get like symbols on these cards and then meet those requirements when they come off your board. So there's a timing aspect of it. There's a little ship route. It's definitely a Euro game, but this is I said I'm unsure, but I think I'm gonna like it multiplayer. I like what I've seen so far. I just haven't played it enough to really know. But yeah, Baghdad, City of Peace.
I like the card sliding along. It's card dancing. It's Emberleaf. It's you need some.
Yeah, I was thinking what the ancient knowledge had something like that too from 2023, where the card would fall off and it triggers an effect if you meet the conditions.
Yep, that's just very similar to that. But yeah,
Pretty.
Yeah, this is on my.
on that one.
This is actually on my want to buy list, which people can see if they watch this because it's already checked. So yeah, yep.
But you say you can't buy
I'd
it.
be happy to play with you and get it to the table, and I think with because they also made Ada's Dream, which I'm kind of upset I missed that Kickstarter, but I think they are coming up with a plan to eventually get some of these games to retail.
Yeah.
I think what hurt them was the tariffs or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
We played Arida's Dream, and it was.
Yeah, we don't need to go in that direction right now. That could be a whole nother one.
Sounds like you dodged a bullet, Greg.
So mine is actually. Oh, I didn't realize it was this highly ranked. Now this is from Cosmos and Dr. Knizia. This is. You guys know what game it is, since you can't see my screen.
Cosmos and Knizia, and it's a city.
Yeah. And it has at least one more version of the game. So it's My City.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the reason it is here for me is. Did you guys play it? Did anybody else play it besides me?
No, I haven't.
I played the My City roll and build.
Yep. Yeah.
Which I found pretty fun. The little
Yeah.
roll and write version, but
Is that a legacy game too?
it's not legacy campaign.
Okay.
Essentially, you're unlocking different abilities as you go, but no, it's not. I wouldn't consider it legacy. No.
Okay. So when you play the game, it is this one that came first, and it is a legacy game, and you're opening up envelopes and everything else. And when I got done, I wanted to go back with the knowledge that I had halfway through the game and start over, but I don't want to buy it again. And that's why I have a not sure feeling about it. Because it left me with that weird thing that sometimes legacy games do, where it was like, I wish you had told me more about this before I went through this whole thing. And I get the first part. Huh?
I think I recently saw somewhere, and I could be totally wrong, there's a digital implementation of it somewhere.
Oh,
out there.
okay.
Either an app or Steam or something like that.
Sure. So
Tabletop Simulator, maybe.
But for me, part of the reason I want to play a game like this is to experience that with somebody else and have that narrative as we go through it. So, I mean, yeah, that's fine. But that's why I have mixed feelings about it, because just how that unfolded. We finished it. I really enjoyed it. But I
imagine
Go ahead.
The polyomino aspect is.
Oh, I love polyomino games.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean digitally it just doesn't appeal to me as much.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. What's the one from Arcane? Is it Ancient Wonders or whatever? I don't feel like that game would exist.
World Wonders. Yeah.
World Wonders. Yes. I don't feel like that game would exist without this game having the success that it did. So that's all I'm going to say about My City. So
now, have you
go
touched My Island? Isn't there a second version? There's another My something.
Yeah, so maybe I'll go back to that My Island and try that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So now we're gonna go to George, and George is going to talk about what game.
Okay, so this is going to be the game that I want to play more of.
Yes.
And it's because it is my favoriteest of the favorites so far this episode.
Okay.
And this is one that is called Paris 1889. So definitely named after a city. But this is a sequel to another city game called Greenville 1989.
Yep.
And I'm going to talk about that real quick.
You're cheating again. You're.
I am.
Yeah.
So, well, I have to explain the premise. In Greenville 1989, you are high school kids, kind of like a Stranger Things kind of situation. Crazy, scary, upside down kind of stuff starts happening in your town.
Yeah.
And you, well, not in your town, you're in an upside down world. And you have the ability to communicate with each other telepathically, like you do in another dimension. And you have cards that are like Dixit cards with these horrendous scenes on them. And you take the card and you describe it to the other players. And more importantly than describing what's on the card, even though they're very cool, the art is amazing. What you do is you say how you're feeling, usually terrified, and what you intend to do next. That's the important part. What is your intention? Okay. What are you going to do? Where is your story going to take you? Because then everyone does that, and then you get those cards you get more cards. You put them out around the table, and one person, based on all the stories that you have said, they have to decide of these new cards which one is going to be the next one in your story and which is going to be the next one in this other person's story, and they assign, right? But you all do that yourselves face down, and then this guy has to figure out which one you chose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a storytelling game that it's just really cool, but it was also a little just kind of scattered because all the pictures, in one picture there's a moon wearing a top hat and blood is coming out of the eyes of the moon or something, right? And then I don't know, I'm giving you an example. And then in another picture, there's like a giant crab monster that's coming at you, right? So like it could be whatever. But now this Paris 1889 is the prequel because you're going back in time, but you're actually the same high school kids now grown up, and you're going
Weird.
back to this cult in Paris, which is the reason that this happened to you as kids.
Mm-hmm.
And you're
In
trying to
Greenville?
stop the cult. The
Okay.
Greenville. So now you're going back to 1889. I'm gonna get these numbers wrong. Yeah, 1889 to try to figure out what was happening, from 1989. Anyway, so now you have a purpose. It's an investigation, and you're trying to stop this cult from getting these 5 rings of power. And
Yeah.
there's an abomination that is chasing you down a track as you answer successfully and you find information, and the story can all tie together now, right, in a much more cohesive fashion as you're all trying to investigate Paris, and you get split up, and your stories can go off in different paths, but they still have meaning. There's this abomination that is chasing you. You move along this path. When you succeed, when you fail, the thing catches up, and it just adds a lot more tension, and it's brilliant. Great storytelling.
Now is the game kind of pushing the narrative for you, or is this a game where you guys are creating the narrative depending on what you see on the cards, or how's
Yes,
that working?
you're creating the narrative based on what you see on the cards, plus anything else you want to add in.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that
All right.
sounds fun.
I'm going to keep us moving because we've actually been talking longer than I expected to. So, but that's a good thing. All right, Eric, what is your game for this category?
Yes.
Or
Game I
how?
want to play again.
Yeah.
Yeah, game I want to play again is Coimbra.
Oh, yeah, great game.
Ooh,
Yeah.
man,
So
I want to play this so bad.
Yeah.
It's a game that I heard about and played. I haven't played it honestly in years. I own it. I haven't played it in years.
Yeah, from
but I like
Eggertspiel
dice
and
drafting.
yeah.
Yeah, I like dice drafting. I like dice placement. A little bit of light engine building, bumping tracks. I mean, it's checking a lot of boxes for me. So it has, we've heard of multi-use cards. This is multi-use dice. You
Mhm.
draft them, you place them to recruit character cards that kind of give you special abilities. The number on the die that you place is the order you pick the card at. And then you take the die back, and the color of the dice that you use corresponds to the track that it goes up, which can give you different power, different abilities. It can give you victory points. It can give you income. It can give you movement on a map part of the game. I really love the look of the game. It is definitely a Euro, but it's not beige, and a lot of color.
Yeah.
Interesting illustrations. Very different style, I think, than we're used to seeing. The
Agreed.
reason I want to play it again is a lot of people, maybe some people criticize it as being, it's a point salad kind of game, which I don't necessarily mind all the time. But I just would like to see how it holds up. Is it as good as I remember it, 3 years ago playing? Does it hold up today, considering all the games I've played in the meantime since? So it's one that's hung around in my collection, but we'll see.
It's one I regret not buying when Miniature Market had them for like $10 a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
because it was a really good game, and then they went fast, and and then it's out of print now, I think. So yeah.
And I
Oh
would
no.
definitely be interested to play this, Eric, if you bring it. It has one of the co-designers of Barrage on it, so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Grand
Interesting.
Austria Hotel.
hmm
Yeah, all that whole group, the Italian designing group there.
Yeah, good
Yep.
pick.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah. Flaminia. I'm gonna say their name wrong.
Yeah, I'll let you try that.
Flaminia Brassini. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nailed
nice.
it.
Bring
Okay.
this next time, Eric.
All right, sounds good.
Yep. All right. So what do you got, Greg? For the one you want to play more?
Okay. This one I want to play more and has me intrigued. I actually just played it the other night with multiplayer with a couple friends while you guys were screwing off at Origins. This is Marrakesh.
Great game.
This has been on my radar for a long time, and I got it at for free at Capcom, but I gave it away because I was interested in another game.
The guy with selling
one?
rugs, the guy with the fez.
Yeah, is it Marrakesh or Marrakesh? Is it the
Marrakesh.
So
Feld?
So you're talking about the 2022 version, the newer one from Queen.
Correct.
Okay.
So, yep. So this one notoriously has a cube tower on it, and this is dictating the actions that actually the cubes that come out of the tower, they're called caches. They determine the strength of the actions if you choose to put them in the place where you have put your action pawn. So the color is choosing where your pawns are going, and then everybody's cubes are just thrown in this tower. Some get stuck, some don't. And then everybody's drafting these caches and then putting them on this gigantic player board everybody has, and it's doing all the Euro type of stuff, moving up tracks and completing contracts. It's at obviously the city of Marrakesh. If you haven't seen, I do like the historical games, and if they bring out some themes of what the city is, and oftentimes if I'm playing a city game, I'm learning something new about the city, which I always enjoy. But yeah, that's the one I want to play more. Marrakesh.
I think of of the 4 games that initially came out from this series, I think it's the most solid unified, and then they get it kind of samey because it is a point salad for sure, but this one is really good.
It looks like there's a lot going on.
Yeah, there is, but it's good.
It's a lot of mini games. Almost.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
It's a lot of little mini, like each area does something different. It is you gotta have a big table to play it. That's for sure. It's a big boy, but it's fun.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
for sure.
My last one I changed last minute because I realized I had a whole 2-hour conversation just about this game the other day, and mine is Undaunted Stalingrad. Because and the reason I want to play it more is I want to go back to what. So this is a game in the Undaunted series, of course, by Trevor Benjamin and David Thompson. But I want to go back to what they do with the narrative in there because they get to explore the most. Meeting that with the board game mechanics, of course, of the deck construction and deck building. I always screw that up. You're doing deck building throughout.
Deck building.
Yep, yeah. You're doing deck building throughout, and then but you have different maps and different abilities that come to you, and then you read different things based on what happens, and so you're supposed to put yourselves in these made up soldiers, but similar to actual soldiers who would have been fighting in Stalingrad, in their position as you go through the campaign of it as it changes. So it's a really good game. I think it does a good job of trying to explore that thing that, board games still, I think still haven't figured out how to merge sandboxing with narrative with consistent mechanics completely. There's still a disconnect between what video games do when you can just have a world that's yours, or if you want to do the world that's yours and then also play the game that is there in it. Video games have mastered that in a way that I think board games are still not quite there because it's very, very difficult to do. And I think this game comes very close to doing it. So
that's very interesting.
Yeah. So that's mine. I mean,
Yeah, I would love to try the Undaunted series. I've been interested in them. I just haven't played it, but I've heard they're great. Yeah.
yeah, really, really
Yeah,
good.
I hadn't heard that they were storytelling in that way. Like, is it almost like you're playing the game, but then you come to a choice where it's like a choose your own adventure kind of, what do you do, this or that?
Well, it's choose your own adventure in terms of like, oh, you won, so now you're going to go to this number in the book and read this. And so if you lose, you're going to read a different thing, and a different thing's going to happen, and different capabilities.
Like a branching story.
Yeah, exactly. Branching story, both for the story that you're going to read and for the cards that are going to be available to you going forward. So
yeah.
I mean, I just think that's interesting, right? And it takes a lot of work.
More than I was. I thought it was just a war game.
Yeah.
Now I'm more interested.
Yeah.
So I
some good picks this evening.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, guys. We will have another show in a few weeks or sometime after George's in Ireland, and
I'll be doing it from Ireland. Let's say.
Yeah. So happy gaming. You guys want to say anything else before we head out tonight?
No.
No. Thanks, guys. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks. See y'all later.
All right. See you.